Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I thank Honorable Ifereimi Vasu for the question. Mr. Speaker, sir, balancing traditional village and community governance with the principle of universal individual freedom in Fiji is a delicate and sensitive task. We are navigating our way between protecting group rights through customary law and upholding the Constitution. But generally, there is a friction, and we want to set the tone of changing the law, regulations, and bylaws. When the GCC was reinstated in 2023, it was entrapped between the evolving iTaukei community, moving with the wind of change, versus protecting the fabric of iTaukei society that is rooted in communal living. With guidance from the research that the Ministry is doing, we are looking at a few options. Please allow me to highlight a few possible areas that could be adopted by government in order to manage the issue raised by Honorable Ifereimi Vasu. The customary law within constitutional limits, where government can allow customary law and village governance system to operate as long as they do not infringe the constitutional rights. Clear guidelines could be established to ensure that traditional practice align with the national law. Education and awareness. Promoting awareness and educational program can be rolled out to emphasize the importance of respecting individual rights while maintaining the value of community cohesion to reduce potential conflicts. Consultative dialogue. Continuous dialogue between the government, the chiefs, and their community members can ensure that issues are resolved amicably. Cultural sensitivity in policy implementation. When introducing new laws or reforms that promote individual rights, individual freedoms, government should consult with local communities to make sure they understand the rationale and can adapt this reform without feeling that the traditionals are under threat. The legal mechanism for conflict resolution. Establish a clear legal framework and special court that can help resolve conflict between individual rights and customary practice. The gradual of reforms. Where village laws or traditional appears to infringe on individual freedom, gradual reform might be preferable to allow for adaptations and reduce the risk of resistance. Empowering of local leaders. Traditional leaders can be empowered through training programs that highlight both human rights and leadership in traditional contexts, to ensure that they become advocates for both cultural preservation and individual freedom. This is already proven through the Sosovo and Sauvaki Nivanua training program. Clear guideline on autonomy. The government could outline areas where village council and customary law have jurisdictions and where the rights guaranteed by the Constitution must prevail. For instance, matters like land tenure or traditional ceremony might remain under village control, while issues concerning individual rights, the movement, education, or political expression are managed by national law. Mr. Speaker, sir, the whole machinery of government must respond to managing iTaukei community affairs. The reports of the review of GCC and the iTaukei administrations have looked into these issues in more detail. In summary, the areas I have mentioned above will set the foundational limits of government's effort to managing the issue raised by the Honourable Member. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Naka.